coming back to school with me. We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, my name is Craig Thompson Wood. I'm the board game teacher. Thanks for coming to the classroom. Today we're taking a look at Stone Soup by Peaceable Kingdom. So, for those of you who are not aware, Stone Soup is based on a story, a very famous folktale of a man who comes to a village and teaches the people of the town to work together in order to cook a soup that then feeds everybody. So everybody learns to share in order to then help the group. And that sort of idea is carried through very well into this game now, where it takes the idea of sharing and theme of the story into the theme of the game, which is cooperation and sharing in order to beat the game. So if you are teaching this Stone Soup story in your class, then that would be an excellent way to transition that into maybe a center part of your Daily 5 program. Let's take a look at the report card for the game now. So looking at the report card for Stone Soup, I'm going to give the learning an A. And that's because even though it's not teaching curriculum things like math and language, it's doing something which is so rare that it might even be unique at this point. I'm not really too aware, I can't think of any off the top of my head, of games which are cooperative games for kids this age. So if you can think of any other games that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head right now, please leave me a message in the comment section below. But this game teaches the 21st century competencies in a very efficient and excellent way because of the fact that it is a cooperative board game. Now this is something I've talked about before with other cooperative board games I've done on the channel, like Forbidden Island. But cooperative board games take those 21st century competencies, which are very difficult to teach in a classroom setting, and do so in an excellent way through board game play. So those 21st century competencies are collaboration, communication, critical thinking, problem solving, and flexibility, mental flexibility. And this is all here in a game like this because they have to collaborate, they have to communicate, they have to work together to beat the game. And that's what cooperative board games do really, really well, and that's why I'm excited to share this one with you today. So for fun, I give the game a B. It's basically a memory game, but instead of doing a memory game where whoever gets the most matching pairs wins, in this one it's a memory game, but now working together to beat the game. And so I think it's fun. I know when I was a kid I used to play a lot of memory games, and I think it was a lot of fun for me at the time. And so I think it would be fun for kids too to do this, and it might be even that much more excitable. So maybe edging towards that B+, just because the fact it's now cooperative, it takes some of that pressure off so that people can enjoy themselves without worrying about, is so-and-so going to beat me? So for time, I give the game an A. The box says that it's about 15 to 20 minutes, and I would say that's about right. So in a 40-minute class period, you can certainly play this one a couple times, maybe part of a center or something. And if you're playing at home, it's a nice quick game to play that requires very little setup and very little cleanup. So for number of players, I give the game an A. Again, looking at the age group that you're looking at, it says between 2 to 6 players. So and it would work excellently with any numbers, because if you're playing with 2 players, they work together just the 2 of them. But even adding more players in, even if they come in at a later point in the game or leave partway through the game, it's not going to upset the game. And people just are going to be continually working together in order to play and to win the game. So for cost, I'm going to give this game an A. That's because it's going to cost you about $20 for this game, and I think that's an excellent price for the value that you're going to be getting from it, particularly if you are using it in a classroom setting where you can use it as part of a group center in conjunction with teaching of the Stone Soup story. So I think that for what you're getting for this game, I think you're getting excellent value for your money. And I also want to say about Stone Soup that I'm really impressed with some things about it. For one, it talks about how it's 100% green inside. And let's take a quick look at what that means. So the rules are here, so they're on the inside cover of the board, so they're not using extra paper for that. Anything that's in here is all biodegradable. Now, they don't have any spinners for this game, but anytime they do use spinners, they're using it from plastic derived from corn, which is biodegradable. So they are being very considerate of the environment, and I do appreciate that about them. And I hope that other game designers and publishers will take note of this and maybe start to make some changes in their own products and so that we can see less waste in the board game industry. Another nice feature is they have here a little cue code, and there's another one printed on the inside cover of the box. So if you want a quick 1-minute video on how to play the game, you can scan that code. And like I said, it's a memory game, so it's very simple. I'm not going to be doing a tutorial on how to play it. I might do a playthrough with this with Timothy in the future, but for now, just know that if you want to learn how to play it, there's a code right on the box. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Hopefully you saw something about Stone Soup that you would enjoy to maybe have in your own classroom. As I say, I think this is a great one for many of the primary classes who are already doing Stone Soup as part of their regular program. You might as well add another layer to it of playing a board game which reinforces the theme as well as teaches those very difficult to teach 21st century competencies. So if you have any other questions about this game, or if you have any other ideas for games you might like me to discuss in the future, please leave me a message in the comment section below. Again, if you can think of any other cooperative board games that might be good for kids at this level, again, leave me a message in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about them. But until next time, I'm Craig Thompson Wood, the board game teacher, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school?